Hello,
Fuck
everyone,
my
and
life. We're
welcome back
doing
to.
this again.
Shut up! God fucking damn you! Here.
Let's read.
This is literally the worst. Out of all of the terrible intros we had, this is possibly the worst. Anyway, welcome to Pony.EXE by Windlife. And as Mir, who linked us the story, was very quick to inform us, this guy loves Meyer, whatever. Anyway, this guy
loves Meyer.
He loves Meyer so fucking much. Holy shit. No, this guy apparently is very fond of attempting to claim copyright against people doing videos on his shitty fanfiction.
Not even attempting, just claiming. Or
threatening.
So,
let me, beforehand, just jump on this and say right off the bat, if you want to come after this video for copyright reasons, we are using no copyright music, no copyright images that you own, because these are all models owned by other people being posed in an engine owned by someone else of characters that are from a fictional work that you do not own.
Nerd.
And we are reading a fanfiction, which is by its very nature not copyrightable.
And also,
it's belonging to someone else.
Also, Duhad, fanfiction is also technically a violation of copyright law in itself.
Yes,
exactly.
Therefore,
you can technically put it under fair use if you want to, but in all technicality.
This also technically falls under fair use because parody and criticism.
Satire.
So there!
Yeah, so we actually have more...
Come at me, bro! Come at me!
Dude, do you even fair use?
Yeah, okay, so just
started from the bottom when life, now I'm here.
God. So for the record, we actually technically have more legal right to make fun of this fic than this fic has to exist in the first place. That's kind of great. I just want to point that out.
Yeah.
Anyway,
and that way...
Probably have worked out by now. I'm joined by Rydell, Hairwhatsig, Nirabroni, Belil, and Meyer.
Yeah.
I don't get announced last anymore.
No, not even.
Because I'm not the newbie anymore.
You're not.
Who's starting this train wreck?
You've been replaced as the new kid. On the
okay. Alright, so shall we start reading this thing?
Yeah, so Pony.EXE by Wildlife. The description for this fic, which has 5 upvotes, 19 downvotes. Let me change that to 20 downvotes.
Let me change that to 21 downvotes.
Gore, romance, tragedy, sad, dark, and human. And
let's read.
23 downvotes! Holy shit!
Trigger warning, humans.
And the description for the story reads as such.
All over again.
Copper is just a normal boy before he's sucked into a land of death and ponies. Will he be able to face the evil all around him with his OC, Blinker Phony, friend? Or will he die in a awful death, ...
I love how the second part of his OC's name is literally just like phony. It's just like phony, just like his will to get better at writing stories.
Wait, so Meyer knows the most about this. Is his OC a separate character from him, or is he the OC?
He turns into the OC when he gets sucked through his computer.
Okay, that's weird.
Is friend part of his name?
It might be.
No
well, at any rate, who wants to narrate this delightful story?
I think Meyer should, because
I think I should. You know, because I did.
Yeah, let's give it to Meyer.
Meyer,
I read this. Oh, I'm honored. I read the story first. Doing my shitty Let's Read rip-offs with my friends, and now I'm here with the true Let's Read OGs doing it again in spite of Windlife, and I feel ecstatic because he made fun of me when my channel got taken down and the video of me reading his fic got deleted, and now I can just come back with this and be like, here I am again. All right, that was my little spiel. That was my monologue. I will begin reading. I sit around and mope around a lot of my days just watching TV and getting high, kind of like me. It's not that I don't have anything to do. It's mainly because I'm a lazy asshole who doesn't want to get off his ass. Well, that's what my mother tells me.
Well, hey, you gotta give the narration this. It's refreshingly honest.
True.
Motivation doesn't come naturally to me, for I find myself on numerous occasions forcing myself to starve until my mother comes home to feed me. She usually gives me a dirty look and says,
hair?
Cooper, why don't you get a fucking job?
It was my
roll instantly.
It was my green day that day, so I wasn't really with it. Your green day? Like get high on the green day?
American Idiot was talking about.
I assume so.
Don't want to be an American idiot.
I don't want to be an idiotic fan fiction character.
I just roll my eyes.
You don't like the one you got, so why should I get one?
Whoa.
Whoa,
Dude,
that's
fucking
deep.
Jesus
Deep like
Christ.
blazed steel.
How can mirrors be real if our eyes aren't real?
Mirrors or mirrors?
Okay.
Myers.
Anyway, that's not the point!
She tosses, it just changed tense. She tosses a slice of half-eaten pizza at my lazy, strewn-out body laying on the couch before continuing.
Strewn?
Strewn!
Is that even a word?
Is it just me,
Yes.
or did it...
It's a very
Just
stringy
an odd
plume.
one.
Is it just me, or did it change tense?
I believe it did.
No, I don't think it did.
No, it's first tense. Present tense.
Okay, yeah,
Okay,
it just doesn't work.
It gets
It's just present tense tends to be awkward.
Yes.
Yes, it does.
Okay, yeah, this guy was trying to say strewn as in S-T-R-E-W. Strewn as the way he spelled it doesn't exist.
Well, let's make it exist.
Oh, God. Okay. Most of the times, people don't like the job they are given in life, but that's just how it goes!
I gobbled down the pizza and shrugged.
Well, I don't care. Why should I care? I'm only 19.
You're only an adult who should have a job or be enrolled in college.
Yeah, I'm only laying on my mom's couch eating her pizza and complaining that she wants me to get a job. What is this bullshit fascist dictatorship?
Her half-eaten pizza, too.
Yes.
Right?
That she threw at him.
She let out a sigh of defeat, like she usually does when she doesn't want to deal with me anymore. Leaving the room, I hear her say under her breath,
"Oh, just my luck! I had to give birth to a deadbeat!"
I like how her voice
really
gets higher and
higher.
That's her for you.
Yep.
Okay.
Hair ironically being bald. Okay.
Shut up.
Later that night, the only thing lighting up my room was the bright light of my computer monitor. I thought it was going to be a blunt. I've been listening to too much Living the Dream.
Yeah.
He did mention that he smoked, so I mean, I expected that.
Yeah.
I was looking at ponies from the hit TV show, My Little Pony.
Oh, I thought he was going to be looking at ponies from that hit TV show, Princess Diaries.
He does say My Little Pony, so he's probably talking about, like, Gen 1 or something.
Yeah, it's like, I was looking
or
at
even
ponies.
Worse. Or even worse, Gen 3!
Yeah,
Even
Gen
worse.
3.
I was looking at ponies from the hit TV show Aliens, Colonial Marines.
Yeah.
Or what about, I was looking at ponies from the hit TV show Game of Thrones.
I was looking at ponies from that hit porn site.
Pony World 3.
I would expect the Game of Thrones.
It's gonna suck if this gets taken down. The shit is gold.
There's no.
We have very different definitions of gold. Continuing though.
This is gilded crap.
There you go.
Yeah, basically.
No one liked me for watching it, but I didn't care. They weren't me, and I was strong. Yeah, they don't
Man,
like
watching TV shows doesn't make people like me.
Fuck you, I'll watch what I want.
Look, the Pope,
I'm so surprised nobody likes me when I'm a
young
complete
hero has a dark
douchebag. That doesn't do anything.
I don't know.
It must be my television show.
I'm an asshole who no one likes. Must be because I watch ponies.
Suddenly,
nobody likes me. Why do I watch Arrested
Development? It
doesn't
even say they dislike him because they watch ponies. It's no one liked me for watching it. Watching it has not been a reason for people to like me.
It's sort of phrased like he expects people, like, oh, I watch My Little Pony, everyone should love me now.
Fucking
but it's like,
Lord,
oh, nobody
did.
did.
Drop right now.
It's like that one picture where it's like, it's ever since I became a brony, and then he has these two girls like kissing him and going, "Nerdy boys turn me on." It's like, no, that is not how it's like saying guitar gets chicks. No.
Hey, guitar gets chicks.
Wonderwall gets chicks.
You just have to realize it.
You have to play it on the guitar.
Wonderwall gets chicks. If those chicks are really old British people.
Where were we?
Yeah,
Suddenly, though, as I opened up a
attracts
tab,
small birds.
Yeah.
Suddenly, though, as I opened up a new tab on my browser, my screen started going all funny, and I tried hitting it a few times.
Oh my god!
That's the marijuana.
What is it?
Wait, hang on. When it says I tried hitting it a few times, how did he hit it?
I like
did he tap the side of the screen, or did he try to whack it with a fucking baseball bat?
Probably just smash the keyboard.
It sounds like he's just like full on punching his monitor, like, "You don't disobey me."
You reached in and
want me to get a job computer?
bench stats!
You reached in and gave the browser a little tap to get it going again. All right. Yeah.
Duhad.
Oh yeah, sorry. Really?
I said as I flicked back my raven black hair.
Why does this stuff always have to happen to me?
As long as it's not Steelers black hair.
Dude, I think it's because your hard drive's failing. Just get a new one. Alright. Suddenly, me screen went black, and suddenly hyper-realistic blood started leaking down from the top of the screen.
So blood is
it's more real than the real life.
Give me a second,
oh god, this blood's too real, man.
I knew I shouldn't have gotten that HD monitor.
No!
Or the world isn't ready for 4K. Ah! All right. My heart started beating faster and faster, or Doki Doki, as Nero Weeaboo would say. And before I knew it, I was leaking tears of fear. TM, capitalized.
That's how they're all capitalized. Yeah.
Each word capitalized. These are like
That
brand name tears of fear.
Tears of fear.
Tears of fear.
This is Tears of Fear in our first song. Hyper-realistic blood.
That voice was fantastic. My eyes widened as the screen lit back up, and I was suddenly able to see rolling green hills of green grass. That's your
the default Windows XP background.
That's what I was gonna say. It was really weird as I looked at it. Suddenly, Twilight Sparkle appears in front of me, but she's all wavy and staticky.
Capital U in suddenly, no capital S in Twilight Sparkle.
Who will be Twatlet?
Belil, you take Twilight.
I will kill you.
She says with her hyper-realistic blood coming out of her eyes.
Oh my, hyper-realistic blood.
Hyper-realistic titties.
She's done real blood.
See,
this is what we get for making high-quality movie maker models.
Oh, Hudson, by the way, I believe by hyper-realistic, he's of course referring to these blotches of sort of red on the zombie pony models in this picture. Those super fake TF2 blood splats. Those would be the
blood decals on her model.
Yes,
I would like to,
all that blood in Sweeney Todd.
I would like to acknowledge that this is clearly trying to rip off the whole deal of, oh, you know, Squidward suicide is so scary because everything is hyper realistic. Oh my god, it's so spooky. It doesn't.
They only mention
it doesn't
it like
work
twice, though.
like that. Yeah, but so many people after that fic came out, it's like, okay, it's all about disturbing dead children and hyper-realism is what makes it scary.
On the Creepypasta wiki, which I have a link to for basically the reason of I've been trying for a while to find good creepypastas, which is incredibly hard to do because most of them
Beautiful Massacre.
But yeah, like there's a lot of them that are like there's so many ones that try and get away with creepy by basically just being like, it's an animated show but with hyper realistic graphics. That there's an actual rule in the submission box that is just no fucking hyper realistic television shows.
Yeah. This adjective will not make your story good all of a sudden. I'm sorry.
As a matter of fact, normally it just makes the reader sigh and go, man, the creativity in this is hyper-realistic.
Or make them make videos mocking it.
Yeah. Or, I mean, could you imagine how immersion-breaking it would be if you read a good story? Like, imagine if you were just reading Fallout Equestria, like 3 chapters in, they're like, I shot the raider, and hyper-realistic blood spurted from the stump. You'd just be broken completely. Like, you just like, oh, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
It could kind of make sense in like something like The Matrix or Start to the End of Time, where it is in a computer.
Well, then, but even then, hyper realistic just sounds dumb. It's like,
but even then, you can only do early. You know, the person's impressed with the graphics of the computer simulation.
Yeah, but what is beyond realistic?
Well, I mean, hyper realistic is an art style.
It's so realistic. It's in the fourth. Yeah, it's so realistic. It's like,
why are we still debating this? We have a thing to read.
Well, I mean, hyperrealism is an art style that's used for two-dimensional, basically 2D art, and it's basically just making something 2D to look extremely realistic, which...
That's photorealism.
Yeah. Photorealism in painting.
Well, I mean, when you say realistic, it's like...
It's hyper-realistic. Yeah, you could
realism is like... Things that are real are perceived by your senses, and that's as real as they can be, you know? Like,
no, but it's normally like if you portray something that's normally not realistic, but you basically portray it as if it were. Like those creepy pictures of Mario that if he basically...
Like, the difference is, the thing is, they're not describing Twilight as hyper-realistic. They're describing the blood as hyper-realistic. So it's not exactly like it's going like, here's
then we should assume that Twilight looks like she does in the show, but the blood looks real?
Yeah, but it's just like super realistic blood kind of inexpertly splashed all over her.
Yeah, like someone took some doesn't sound scary. That sounds like silly.
Yeah, that sounds like somebody put the show in After Effects and put some shitty blood effect on it.
Although, I'm trapped in a world that looks like a shitty Photoshop job is kind of scary.
Gentlemen, I think there's a much clearer way we can describe it. It looks like someone went into TF2, made a pony model, and then used the generic blood splats and put them all over Twilight, just like in this picture that the author helpfully provided us of hyper-realistic blood.
Yes, I mean she could be bleeding, or she could just be making a pizza and like got the sauce on her.
It's such a bad attempt at being spoopy that it's like, you know, creating a title that just has one word followed by .exe. Wait a minute.
Oh.
Okay, let's move on before Hair kills
Exception for Rockman.exe, which is completely unrelated.
Okay, let's see. I will kill you. I fall out of my chair. Here we are. I fall out of my chair and into the floor.
I fall off my chair.
I fall of my chair. It is the fall of his chair. His chair has fallen.
I fall of my chair and into the floor, hold my eyes and scream. Suddenly, though, I hear a voice of Twilight stops yelling. No, I hear a voice and Twilight stops yelling. Sorry.
God damn it, Meter. Learn to read better.
Meter.
Meter. Okay.
Okay, who's going to voice his OC?
It's his OC now.
No, it's okay. I hear the feminine voice say, so it's Twill.
Okay.
Oh.
It's okay.
I hear the feminine voice say, I look up and I see my OC, Blinker Phony!
Oh my god. Right. Is that really you? I thought the site wasn't for real! Unlike that pony who just tried to kill me.
I'm gonna say this in like super speedy anime narration mode. 2 months ago, I made an account on a site, and it told me I was able to make an OC, and it would come to life. I didn't think it was going to happen, but it looks like it did. Unfortunately, I failed to read the small text at the bottom of the screen. Nero?
If you make this OC, will come to life and will save you from hyper-real death, Twilight.
Oh, so
wow, that's oddly
hyper-realistic.
That is awkwardly specific.
Also, I like how it's unfortunately I failed to read the small text saying, by the way, this will save your life.
Yeah.
Right?
I also love how this is so specific.
But you know it to tell us.
Oh shit, I so regret not dying here. Fuck.
I regret not reading this thing, which I will verbatim quote as if I had read it.
Sure.
Right?
Snapping back to reality. Oh, there goes. Okay. Cooper gets up and rubs his eyes, trying to see if he's in the real life.
Wait.
In the real life.
Wait, hold on. Okay, now we've changed tense because
fantasy.
we've
It's a
gone
shitty
from he describing himself in the first person to now describing himself in the third person.
Maybe it's to mark the transition.
No,
wait, that's not technically tense.
That's not tense, but we get the idea.
Gone.
Okay,
The
so now
grammar
it's
Oh my god, you changed point of view! What the fuck?
yes.
No, the grammar will get is about to get real interesting.
It's about to get real. Okay, Nero, you're gonna be the OC.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
You made Twilight come to life in a dark way, and now she is making Ponyville very sad.
Edgefine.
Blinker phony say.
Bad men will make you sad.
Oh god, it continues the English with, is there any way we can stop her?
Yes.
She take my hand, and we both go into the
Rocket computer.
Yeah,
Okay, okay, go into this thing and just show that. Like, print screen it and put it in the video here.
Wait, so this fic could get on fanfiction, but Good Till Last Round couldn't.
Bracketed there.
Okay, here you go, people of the YouTubes.
I'd like to imagine that the people moderating this website get really drunk sometimes and let through really bad stories, and you, Good to the Last Drop, just happen to get moderated by somebody who's completely sober.
They
literally don't have quality requirements.
Like, it had
There's
all the requirements. It didn't have fucked up grammar or anything, but this one does.
It differs from person to person.
Not having fucked up grammar is not one of the requirements. The requirements are like, have at least 1,000 words.
Well, you know,
have at least 1,000
exactly
words.
1,000.
It has to be related to ponies, and the person reviewing it has to find it worth being on the site.
Which
I don't think it even has that. I think
that
the third one. I think you're confusing with TQD because I think there's not even like
that's the unwritten rule.
Yeah,
the person reviewing it
to an actual event that actually happened right now.
Well,
this isn't like a theoretical thing.
Okay.
Yeah, this is not a theoretical thing. This is something that if the person reviewing it doesn't like the story, they can reject it anyway. It's just unwritten that happens.
Okay, here's a rule that they don't follow that is posted, is that you're not allowed to copy and paste lyrics from songs into your fiction, which I'm pretty sure we've had like 3 or 4 occasions on Let's Read.
Yeah,
from what I've
I'm pretty sure we've had one story with 3 or 4 occasions of that.
Yes.
Dude, I've done that. I made an entire fic pretty much a freaking musical. And when I posted it to FimFiction, they're just like, it's like, there's one chapter's like 20,000 words, who cares?
Oh, jeez.
Maybe they just got super flaccid at my story, and that's why.
Well, I mean,
or they looked at it and said 20,000 words, just confirm.
I like the idea of the story just like making the moderators at FimFiction go flat and just be like, this is the opposite of what I wanted.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's like making food without the food.
Anyway, so everything is very bloody now.
Makes you hungry.
Okay.
Everything is super spoopy.
She take my hand, and we both go into the left-facing bracket computer, screaming at the top of my lungs.
Both screaming at the top of my lungs.
I really feel like this story needs a full life
proofreader, editor.
No,
intervention
full
to the head.
Consequences edit, where
Yeah.
it's just the straight story, but with visual representations of every misspelling.
Hooked to a chain gang. Okay.
I'd love to do that.
John Freeman was one day in office.
Everything is very bloody as I fall on the ground in the new land. The sun was out into the sky, but it was bloody and very hyper-realistic. Not hyper-realistic, mind you. Not hyper-realistic, very hyper-realistic.
Oh God, the sun! It looks so real.
It's too real.
And it's so full of blood. Isn't that
And
hyper-realistic?
considering how bright it is, to tell that it's hyper-realistic would be quite painful.
Yeah.
Wait, so like knowing some knowledge of how to code
Also,
C#, this means that
given-
the sun was out integer the sky.
I mean, like, really, read this thing and tell me this doesn't sound like Half-Life Full Life Consequences. Everything
how the
is
sun
very
works,
bloody. As
how
I
is the
fell
sun
on the
covered in
ground
blood?
In the new land, the sun was out in the sky, into the sky, but it was very bloody and very hyper-realistic.
It's not into the sky, into the sky.
Rydell.
The sun was an integer in the sky. Why is the sun a gigantic number 3?
I don't know.
Hyper-realistic blood
weird.
does not follow the properties of reality. Therefore, it can cover a star. I don't know how many ponies I saw dead, but it was very many.
Like consequences, but attempting to be a creepypasta.
Wow. This is failing so hard being creepy, it's not even funny.
No,
Okay.
this is fucking hilarious.
Before it changed to third person limited, now it's first person again. I walk down the street trying not to scream because of all the hyper dead bodies.
They're not hyper dead.
These bodies are so dead, they're not just dead, they're hyper dead.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious
up.
dead.
And it's
Telling
not-
us there's dead bodies, telling us there's blood,
They're
that's
deadlicious.
scary.
It's not
Look,
logical.
you have to admit, if after hyper, there's only one word
This
that
is
could
Tears
be
of
defeated.
Fear with our second song, Hyper Dead Ponies.
This
We need this album to be a thing.
read the next line.
Okay, hold on. I just want to say that bodies is spelled B-O-D-Y-S, like the body owns something. It's supposed to be body.
No,
Oh no, because there's not an apostrophe.
Right.
It's just spelled dumb.
All right, next line though. Next line though.
Okay, next line.
Spelled good.
I'm gonna put on my best voice for this one. It looks like Twilight really hurt these ponies, and it's very bad because I'm very
Scrimmage to blood.
I'm very scrimmage to blood.
First of all,
What the fuck does scrimmage to blood mean?
okay, well, scrimmage. The line of scrimmage is where all the football players are lining up. He's that to blood.
Yeah, he's trying to like scrimmage in the game Blood Bowl.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna tackle that blood.
I remember the first time I read this. When I first read scrimmage, I laughed for a good 5 minutes.
Oh my god. I'm very scrimmage to holy fuck balls.
Okay,
How do I English and what is a scrimmage?
Oh fuck me.
Okay,
So-
Mir, I'm curious now. Is this guy a native speaker?
I don't know, but this next line isn't exactly helping. It's
Well, he's clearly not a native writer.
Mir?
okay. So
How do I talk like Human?
Human. Okay, so this next line, I'm not entirely sure exactly
It's
where it stops, but
it doesn't have an end ellipses. Or I mean,
So
Treat the whole paragraph as a quote.
yeah. it's-
All right. We need to get back to Twilight's castle, but since you made me, Blinker Phony, back before Season 3 was over, you will have to go to her library first.
Wow! Way to destroy the fourth wall.
And then Twilight screams.
Oh god.
Just says in a normal voice.
No,
that's
I
what-
forgot where we were at.
Oh,
What
what's
is going on out here?
Well,
Four
wait to read the
exclamation
entire line, Hair.
with 4
Okay.
exclamation points.
That's how you know she's
What's
serious.
going on down
Fucking
here?
hell, Harry. Sorry, I mean Belial with hyper-realistic Peter Griffin.
So, oh no, that's not even that. Yeah, but the 4 exclamation points make her hyper serious.
Like
They make her
2,
supercalifragilisticexpialidocious serious.
generally you do 1. 2 is like you're really serious. 4 is when you're getting into the hyper serious, you know.
Yeah.
We both hear a loud scream, and I turn my head and also
is
scream.
right out.
Okay.
Let's
We
just
both
keep
hear a loud
going.
scream, and I turn my head and also scream. Okay, show don't tell, I guess, but you
Yeah.
just told us that you screamed. Sure, I believe you. Twilight was very bloody with the blood of dead ponies who were all around us in the streets of Ponyville.
Oh God, I think I'm about to get tossed into the shark attack!
Shut up, Hair.
Twilight was
Your
very
memes.
bloody with the blood of the bloodied bloods.
Keep on running, run-on sentence. Alright. The sun went down really fast.
From the top
Too
of the
fast,
sky.
cool! And the moon came up, and darkness filled the sky and my heart.
Oh my
That's
god.
That's an order. Darkness, you filled the sky right now.
Well, we're
And
gonna
my
send you to
heart.
bed with no
Those are,
supper tonight.
lyrics to
You know what this
song.
is, of course. It's a total eclipse of the heart.
Tears of Fear is gonna get so many song names.
I know, right?
Duhad, I'm disappointed in you.
You shouldn't be. Gotta love Total Eclipse of the Heart. Anyway, Tyler.
Tears of
wait.
Fear is my favorite band.
Oh my god. This
Duhad,
makes one.
have you heard the literal version?
I have not. I want to now.
Oh, I
going.
gotta show it to you
Keep
after this.
going.
Okay,
All right.
anyway.
Keep going.
Oh, I lost my place.
Twilight grew.
Filled up. Yeah. Twilight. Twilight's heart grew 3 sizes that day. Twilight grew 3 feet larger. 3 feet
Larger. Is she? Which dimension?
She
'Cause I mean-
gained 3 feet in an area.
Yeah, because I mean, length could
have
make sense for
expansion
ponies because that's their longest dimension.
It's
We have expansion fetish.
She gained 3 feet in volume and attacked Blinker Phony.
I like the idea that like his idea of a horrifying transformation is her growing very slightly taller.
Maybe it's like Slender Pony or
That
something.
it's like that little pony has
Okay.
become slightly less little.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah,
God.
it's she grew 3 feet taller. She's now roughly
7 or 8
my
feet?
height. But
Okay,
if
wait.
you put this
okay.
out, they're like 3 feet. So she grew 3
3
feet taller.
larger.
She can
and
look you in the eyes.
It's not even
I thought
that
they were
much
like
taller.
4. I thought
Yeah.
they were like 4 feet
Somewhere
taller.
around 3 to 4.
Okay.
She grew tall enough to look you in the eyes.
Right, she
Inflation
grew
right
tall
now.
enough to be like maybe a head taller than you at the most. Ooh,
Oh.
ooh.
I happen to know that an actual pony's penis is 8 inches long.
Well, then
Oh,
hers just grew
no,
3 feet
no,
longer.
No, dear
Uh,
fuck.
Oh, so that's where the length was?
Oh, yeah,
She
no,
grew
it's
3
dragging
feet
on the fucking
and
ground.
became Fuda Twilight.
Bouncing on the rocks and shit. It's fucking
If you
nuts.
say this in a
Please
language
just
you'll
keep
understand,
going,
Nero.
please.
Yamate. Okay.
Freaking weeaboos.
Yamate kudasai.
Arigato gozaimashita. Baka.
Angela boca ustedes estúpidos hijos de puta!
Okay, anyway, so.
Hijo de puta.
We've got another hyper realistic coming up here.
3 feet
I was
large.
full of tears.
Twilight grew 3 feet larger and attacked Blinker Phony. I was full of tear as Twilight stabbed her in the legs with hyper-realistic spear trail.
Hail.
Tail.
Hey,
This is
he
Fallout
just
Equestria now.
realistic?
Hyper-realistic
Right.
spear tail.
Yes. Oh, here's your epic. Was this 6?
Yep, that is in
Yeah,
fact
6.
excellent.
Ultimate Hunter.
She yells as I start running away. Good, you listened. With more tears hitting the ground.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. You killed that character we met like 5 lines ago. So tragic.
If you get to the library,
We will
before-
miss you, expendable character number 7.
If you get to the library before she can stop you, you will be able to stop her and save Ponyville Cooper.
So just for the record
Utterly-
here, the prophecy of the website basically was like, yo, if you make this OC, it will save your life from hyper-realistic Twilight. So far,
does that mean that
has...
if you don't do anything, then she wouldn't even show up?
Yeah, well, what this OC has managed to do so far is not even take a blow for her creator, more just Twilight prioritize attacked her first over her creator. So it's not even so much that she saved her life, that she saved his life, as much as just she happened to exist, and by virtue of that, Twilight is slightly slowed down in murdering both of them.
It's like, oh god.
I'd say that she's the red shirt killed to show you that the villain's powerful, but that requires us to first know that, that red shirts are security officers, that there's some combat degree there. All we know about her is she's his OC.
Right.
Yeah.
4 lines from now, you might be right.
She doesn't even get to be Worf.
Oh god, for fuck's sake.
She gets to be random civilian kill.
Next line!
Nero, you got a line
fucking
here.
Jesus.
Suddenly,
No,
realized...
Nero has a line here, if you get to...
No, I already said that.
Oh, yeah, okay, never mind. Right.
Yeah, he did.
We've spent so much time.
We mistook the line for a joke.
This
Nerd.
it looks like Windlife is hanging a little too much on the shift key there with suddenly again.
Yeah.
I do that a lot, but I catch it in
realize
proofreading.
I'm wearing my hoodie.
Wait.
That's weird. I should totally stop and dwell on this.
Yeah. Ooh, I'm wearing my hoodie. I turn around with a cool smile on my face. This is the line.
No.
This is the haymaker. The darkness lights off my white teeth, and it's like in the animes I watch.
It's just like one of my Japanese
I've seen a lot of anime. I've never seen an anime where darkness glinted off someone's teeth, because that makes no fucking sense.
Well, don't tell that to the author.
It's like the
And
darkness...
his hoodie magical or something? It
You'll
suddenly
see
gives...
Right now.
Gives him the power.
Yes.
Is it a +3 hoodie?
It is a +3 hoodie.
Well, it's not a +3 hoodie, but Twilight yelled as I pulled out a gun and pulled the trigger on her 5 times.
I just store loaded firearms with the safety off in my hoodie. That's never going to get me shot in the crotch.
Hang on.
I guess he's from Texas.
So this guy realizes he's wearing a hoodie, right?
They
And
know
then he
how to
flashes a
store guns
smile.
properly in Texas.
Yeah.
And then he pulls out a random gun and shoots Twilight 5 times. Let's be sure we got that right?
Yeah,
this guy is obviously from, like, Compton.
No transition. It's just
No,
I'm wearing
in
my
Compton
hoodie,
they keep them
I
in their
smile,
pants.
I'm wearing
And
my
then
hoodie,
I
I
shoot
smile,
her.
I pull out my gun and shoot her.
Oh my.
You keep it in the back of your pants, you only shoot yourself in the ass, not the dick.
But
Keep it in the pocket of your hoodie, you know where that bullet's going.
Can we reiterate on that last paragraph there? Because that sort of came out of nowhere, and I don't think we properly contextualized the fact that that's actually a thing in the story.
Okay, let's read it all again without any comments, okay? Suddenly, I realize I'm wearing my hoodie.
Wait!
That's your line, somebody's line. Okay. I turn around with a cool smile on my face. The absence of light somehow reflects off my teeth, and it's just like in the animes I watch. Don't know what animes you're watching. Twilight yelled as I pulled out a gun and pulled the trigger on her 5 times. See?
Yeah. That's how they resolved the
Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be right back. I just need to go...
Let's not have build up to conflict resolution. Deus Ex Machina works fine.
Oh, right, I have a gun. Bang.
Suddenly, I magically have clothes that have a gun in them.
Ow.
It's like, oh my god, oh my god, I'm about to lose this Pokemon battle. Oh wait, I have Rayquaza in my party. I didn't even realize that until half a second ago when I didn't have Rayquaza in my party.
And for extra, the pony, which, I just shoot dead this pony that has the ability to make shields that can stop really powerful stuff.
I think
can teleport out of the way.
Nero's
She might not know
suggestion
what
there
gun
is like analogy works fairly well, but I think you're missing one key point because it's not quite like that. This is like, oh crap, I'm losing a Pokemon battle. Oh right, I have a gun. Shoot the other Pokemon. That is what this bullshit is.
Yeah. It's like,
we're not even done. We're not even done with the line.
It actually reminds me of one bit from a video I saw. It's like Charizard, use your AK-47. He just gets it out and like shoots the other trainer.
Sweet.
So the line.
Right, anyway, so
the line that is essentially Deus Ex Machina gun kills the main antagonist doesn't get its own paragraph. It's just like part of the rest of the line, which is
It's just like the
Not only is the gun Deus Ex Machina, they had to use the hoodie as Deus Ex Machina to get that Deus Ex Machina to him.
hey, wait, guys, hold on. Maybe this doesn't kill her. Maybe Twilight's gonna survive. Let's read the rest of the line in this paragraph.
she let Blinker Phony go, but she let Blinker Phony go,
but she fell to the ground.
But she fell. Why does he refer to himself in third person? His OC in third
I
person.
have no idea.
Because
You know what? I don't care. Let's
He
keep going.
isn't his
We're almost
OC.
at the
His
end.
OC's there
No,
with
stop.
him.
Rydell, no. Seriously?
Yes.
Yeah.
She appeared in front of him. And then, Twilight killed the OC and he ran. But then, hoodie! Darkness glint! Guns!
That makes
use
no sense.
AK-47 attack.
No, they ran away because remember they were running through the streets of Ponyville, which is full of the dead ponies with the hyper-realistic blood on Twilight.
No, the hyper dead ponies.
The hyper-dead ponies whose
Hyper-dead pony
realistic
bodies.
blood was...
Well, being chased by hyper Twilight.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on, 3 feet. That's hyper.
Yeah, so, I mean, it wasn't that they just appeared there. They obviously had to move it at some point because otherwise Twilight wouldn't be running through the streets of gore being inspired by hyper-realistic gore.
I have another complaint. How do you run around with a hoodie, with a fucking loose hoodie, with a gun in it, and not know you have a fucking gun in there? It's gonna be like slapping your waist.
Because it suddenly appeared right before he put up the gun.
Out of contrivance and convenience to the story.
Pulled it out of hammer space. Anyway, let's continue. We're almost to the end
Yes,
Okay,
please.
we're almost to the end. She let Blinker Phony go, but she fell to the ground at such a height that she broke herself when she hit the ground.
here. Oh, fuck, I
broke
fell
herself.
over. Oh, shit,
Wait.
I shattered my spine.
At such a height,
Comma.
she can't have been held up more than,
It's like
5 feet. Assuming she's 4 feet, she fell 1 foot.
Hey,
It was
talk
really
about a
gained
glass
3 feet.
cannon, right?
But I'm just
Gained 3 feet.
Anyway,
I'm pretty sure that if you take the stairs 2 at a time, you'll have bigger falls than that.
probably.
Crying over her dead body, now it's getting emotional. Crying
God.
over her dead body, she says to
I'll be
me in
edge.
one final message.
Nero.
Everything.
Everything will be alright now. Find Twilight's home and kill her.
Find Twilight's home.
I'm sorry, Twilight, but you have broken the law. I'm afraid you're going to have to pay for the damages.
This actually kind of works because Twilight's home is a tree, so therefore he just needs to go over and chop it down.
You're fucking Christ.
What
No,
he's
he needs
using
to give
here
her a fine
is civil
for
asset
parking wrong.
forfeiture. The police are going to come. They're going to take her house and charge her house with the crime, so she can't.
She has a lien on it. She has a lien on it from all the fucking lawsuits from the dead pony bodies.
That works. Okay, so continuing. We're almost done.
Alright. I put my gun to her head and end her suffering. I was sad, but I was to keep going on.
Right. So she wants her to, presumably, find Twilight's home and kill her. So he just turns around and kills Twilight. What's the other point of saying, find her home? She's right
No,
No,
he
no,
put-
I think he
no,
killed
he put
Phony.
his gun to his OC's head.
Yeah, but
Oh.
the time that the fact that he has this amount of time.
Love pronoun confusions, right?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Considering the fact that he has enough time to do all this, despite the fact that Twilight was literally right behind him, clearly the bullets were doing something to her. I mean,
Yeah,
she's
she did
obviously
fall over,
down.
or did
She
Blinker
did
fall
break.
over?
She did just fucking
I don't
blow up.
even know, guys. Ugh.
Alright.
Someone fell down,
I needed
and
to
he's
stay
shooting
strong.
someone.
You gotta
Yeah,
love
no.
pronoun
I
confusions,
need to
ladies
say
and gentlemen.
strong is the next line. This is
Crying over her dead body. Okay, wait, hold on. I'm just gonna. Twilight yells as I pulled the gun and pulled the trigger on her 5 tribes. She let Blinker Phony go, fell to the ground at such a height that she broke herself. Wait, Blinker Phony is female.
She broke
Yeah.
herself. Yes, his OC is female.
Okay. Then yes, he killed his OC.
Yeah, he shot his OC in the head, which again took enough time that obviously Twilight must be on the ground.
Yeah, you'll notice Twilight's also on the ground.
Burn the school down.
Very close, so she's a reasonable person to be shooting in the head. A much more reasonable person to be shooting in the head.
Unless, alternate interpretation of this, he shot his OC 5 times in the chest. Twilight was so shocked by the fact that he was such a goddamn jackass that she's just been standing there the entire time just going like, what the fuck is going on?
I like this one better.
Okay. I needed to stay strong. I needed to stay brave as I start to face evil around every corner of Ponyville. He didn't capitalize the V this time.
Half-Life for Life consequences.
Wait,
shit.
The evil around every corner. She's right next to you. That's not every corner.
That's in a straight line from you. The dead are rising all around
with
me.
The shitty fanfic. I
Don't
can
sing.
be whatever
Don't
I
sing.
want to be.
We can actually get copyright struck for you singing.
Get down.
They're not gonna copyright strike fucking Rogers and Hammer
Together
stuff.
helping burn the school down.
The dead are rising all around me, and I slam the library doors shut and pant.
Wait, when was he in the library?
I don't think it ever said he was. I think he's outside the library and slammed the door.
Yeah,
He
okay.
locked himself out of the library.
So the answer to your question, Nero, somewhere in between the period and the T of that line, he went into the library.
That or the library door is separate from the library and he's just slamming it shut somewhere else.
Or that he slammed himself out of the library.
I look down and see hyper-realistic blood on my hands.
Oh,
What
fuck
else?
you.
Hyper-realistic blood on my hyper-realistic hands!
I look hyper-realistic down and see hyper-realistic blood on my hyper-realistic hands, on my hyper-realistic body, on my hyper-realistic hyper-realism.
Hyper-realistic.
Khalil, you magical bastard. Alright, I'm going to quickly change this out with the, with the title, image, theme, and bobber.
Let's close her out. I scream in horror as my hand is taken over by a huge blog of darkness. What's her name?
His hand is being taken over by Tumblr.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck,
like fucking-
Tumblr, you bastards.
Pinky, whatever her name is. Alright. I want it to end, but I know my duty I have to do. It's just
have to
turned
live
into
up
like
to my...
I have to yell at people on the internet.
I have to live up to my family name and full life consequences.
and this is how SJWs run.
God, no!
By the way, thank you to Blue for this lovely image.
Okay.
God.
I just turned. Okay. Okay, Nero, chill the fuck out. It really hurts, but I managed to beat off with the pole I found next to me. But when I look at it, I scream
Wait,
even louder.
Is it Twilight's 3-foot pole?
It's Twilight's 3-foot pole. It's growing even larger now.
Who's turning into Tumblr? Grab shaft! Get off! Scream!
You know what we need? You know what we need from this? We need a piece of art of ponified Ash from fucking The Evil Dead beating off with his like horrible hand thing and just going, "Who's laughing
with
now?"
this chainsaw?
No, not with this. With the possessed hand. You know.
If they ever post like the part 2 to it.
So
Yeah.
will that be the cover to the next Pony Dead?
That'll be the third story
when-
in the Pony Dead trilogy will be Colgate jerking off with a giant severed Twilight cock. Yes.
All right. Who wants to read the author's note? Did Rydell get to read anything?
No?
No, but he
Okay.
did speak enough for her.
Rydell, read your one line.
I'm back, and I plan on keeping it going. Thank you for the support.
And then a
Los
video.
Ramones Rock and Roll Radio Video.
Oh gosh.
Oh my god. To beat off of the pole I found next to me.
Oh.
I feel like we should just end the video there, because there's really nothing more we can say about this, Vic. I mean, beat off the pole I found next to me. How can you top
There is one last thing to say about this fake.
What?
That
There
it
are
sucks?
a lot of deleted comments here.
It was
a lot of the author getting
Oh.
super fucking salty in the in his own comment section.
Rydell, you want to read some Windlife comments that stick out to
Oh,
you? Like,
no!
Or a whole line of salt.
Hey, are you dumb in the head or something? If someone doesn't want their THERE work up on YouTube, they can claim
Oh my
copyright.
God,
So
what is
take
this?
your shitty video down before I even call the FimFiction admin.
Here's the best part. That's
They-
directed
I
at me. That's directed at me in real life.
FimFiction admins control YouTube.
They can
Yes.
control the YouTubes.
Here's another thing he said directly to me. You might think I'm a troll, but at least I'm not a rude asshole like you.
Okay.
Oh god, I love how he doesn't even see the
I am
irony.
not
That's
rude.
My OC has never been done, Beofrey.
Oh man.
Trying to explain how this is different from other fics like that is, but my OC's never been done before. Your OC that was inconsequential.
All of you for this entirely pointless interlude, and everyone watching at home for wasting part of your precious, precious life to listen to this.
What is a chili cheese?
Alright,
It's supposed to be a cliche.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
let's read.